This isn't just another new moon, and it's not just another Saturn alignment. What's unfolding between May 27th and 28th, 2025, is one of the most spiritually charged events of the year. Shani Jayanti, the birth of Lord Shani, or Saturn, collides with the new moon, creating a rare karmic vortex. You are not just witnessing it, you're standing inside it. So, if life has felt heavy, unclear, or intense lately, this is why. And what you do in the next 24 hours? It could shape the next 30 years of your destiny. Something rare and deeply symbolic is unfolding in the skies. On May 27th, 28th, Saturn's archetypal birthday, Shani Jayanti, aligns with the potent stillness of the new moon, forming a celestial convergence we don't often see. It's more than just an astrological coincidence. This is a cosmic checkpoint, a sacred pause in the universe's rhythm, inviting us to stand still and pay attention. The universe is whispering, "Not everything sacred comes with fireworks. Some resets begin in silence." This fusion isn't about surface-level spirituality. It's about energetic architecture, the invisible scaffolding that holds your life together. Saturn represents structure, karma, discipline. The new moon brings darkness, renewal, and intention. Together, they form a powerful gateway to rebuild from the ground up. But here's the truth. This gateway doesn't open for everyone. It opens for the willing, for those who choose to reflect, release old narratives, and realign with purpose. And this isn't about wiping the slate clean and pretending the past didn't happen. It's about acknowledging what's no longer aligned with your growth and letting it fall away with grace. When Saturn meets the moon, you're not just being asked to set goals, you're being called to clear the karmic dust that's been silently building. This reset is available to you, but only if you step into it consciously, with your heart open and your ego humbled. There's a reason Saturn is called the taskmaster of the cosmos. It's not loud, it doesn't chase, and it rarely warns, but it never forgets. Saturn operates on a timeline far beyond what our emotions can comprehend. It watches from a distance, silently measuring your actions, your intent, and your growth. Not to punish, but to reflect, to show you exactly where your choices have led you. In a world that often rewards shortcuts, Saturn stands as the reminder that nothing truly meaningful is ever rushed. More than any other planet, Saturn embodies cosmic accountability. It honors discipline, structure, truth, and personal responsibility. It rewards effort, not with applause, but with quiet transformation, an inner strength that builds over time. And when we stray, Saturn doesn't strike us down. Instead, it places mirrors in our path. Difficult people, hard lessons, delays, they're all Saturn's way of saying, look again, adjust, align. The lessons may feel harsh, but they're never random. When Saturn is active in the sky, especially during events like Shani Jayanti, it reminds us that life is not a series of accidents, but a series of reflections. What you receive is what you've cultivated, consciously or unconsciously. There's no room for denial here, only clarity. Saturn's energy isn't here to make you afraid, it's here to make you aware. Because only through awareness can you begin to build a life that actually lasts. Today isn't about doom or divine wrath. It's something far more sacred and subtle. It's a day of energetic accounting, a moment when the scales of the soul begin to quietly tilt toward balance. You won't hear a bang. There's no thunder announcing the shift, but deep within your life's patterns, something is being reweighted. The universe isn't here to scold you. It's here to recalibrate you, to bring you back to a frequency you may have unknowingly drifted from. This reset doesn't happen with punishment, it unfolds through realization. You may feel unusually reflective today, caught in memories or noticing where you fell out of alignment with your truth. That isn't random, that's your inner compass stirring, guided by forces much older than you. It's Saturn's way of gently asking, where did you give your full self? Where did you hold back out of fear, ego, or forgetfulness? These questions are soft but serious, and their answers matter. Think of it like a quiet scale tipping itself back to equilibrium, not as a reaction to your failures, but as a sacred act of balance. Every missed step, every kind deed, every lesson learned, it's all being weighed without drama or judgment. The universe, through Saturn's lens, simply asks for alignment, not perfection, just integrity. If your heart is open and your intentions are clear, this karmic reset will not feel heavy. It will feel like coming home. If you've made it this far, don't forget to subscribe for daily cosmic insights, astrology updates, and spiritual guidance, because the universe always has a message for you. If you've been waking up more tired than usual, feeling waves of sadness without a clear cause, or drifting into old memories you thought you'd forgotten, take heart. You're not broken, you're being recalibrated. These aren't just symptoms of a rough day. They're signals from your energy body, responding to a deeper cosmic shift. When the soul starts syncing with a new frequency, the body and heart often feel it first, like a quiet static before a radio dial lands on the right station. Sometimes it shows up as a numb kind of exhaustion. Other times it feels like your emotions are right at the surface, raw, exposed, and tender. You may cry without knowing why. You may laugh and then immediately fall silent. This emotional shapeshifting isn't instability, it's realignment. Your spirit is shedding what no longer belongs, and the weight of that can echo through your body in the form of tension, fatigue, or even strange aches in places where emotion once lived unprocessed. You might also catch glimpses of moments from the past, people, places, conversations you hadn't thought about in years. These aren't distractions, they're echoes of energy clearing its final trace. Think of them as the soul's way of dusting off old shelves before closing a chapter for good. Spiritual déjà vu is not just a coincidence, it's a cosmic breadcrumb. And when you feel these shifts, pause, breathe, honor them. They mean the reset is already in motion, and you're right on time. Sometimes the past doesn't knock. It simply walks back in, unannounced. A name pops into your mind. A familiar song plays in the distance. An old photo falls out of nowhere. These aren't accidents. During moments of deep energetic recalibration, like this one, the past resurfaces not to haunt you, but to help you heal. The people and memories showing up now aren't asking for attention. They're offering a final moment of truth, a gentle invitation to acknowledge what once was and release it. It's easy to mistake these echoes for signs that something should be revived, but not everything that returns is meant to stay. Some connections were only ever meant to teach you a lesson, stir a transformation, or awaken a part of yourself you once ignored. This season is not about reconnection, it's about closure. Closure without needing an apology. Closure that comes from your own clarity, your own acceptance, and your quiet courage to move on with love instead of resentment. Think of it as a spiritual housekeeping. These echoes from the past don't need fixing, they need honoring. Acknowledge the love you once held. Forgive the missteps. Grieve if you must. And then, let it go. Not with bitterness, but with gratitude. Because letting go isn't a loss, it's a sacred release that frees space for something far more aligned with who you're becoming. The past did its job. Now, it's your turn to carry the wisdom and leave the weight behind. If your birth falls between February 1996 and January 1998, or January 1966 and December 1968, you're not just experiencing life right now. You're experiencing a cosmic milestone. This is your Saturn return, one of the most defining rites of passage in astrology. It's not dramatic like an eclipse, and it doesn't show up with flashing signs. Instead, it arrives like a mirror, quiet, steady, and unshakable. It reflects not just who you are, but who you're meant to become, and it doesn't flinch. During a Saturn return, everything built on shaky foundations starts to shake. Not to break you, but to rebuild you honestly. You may find yourself revisiting patterns you thought you'd outgrown. Relationships may end, careers may shift, identities may crack open. That's Saturn doing what it does best, guiding you away from illusions and toward responsibility, maturity, and soul-aligned purpose. It's not easy, but it's sacred. This is the universe handing you the blueprint for your next chapter, asking, are you ready to build wisely this time? This is your karmic pivot point, where the echoes of your past meet the weight of your future. You don't have to have all the answers, but you do have to show up with courage. Every decision you make during this return plants a seed. Will it grow into a burden or a legacy? That depends on how honestly you move forward. If Saturn has come knocking, don't resist the restructuring. Let it shape you. Because on the other side of this is a version of you that's grounded, purposeful, and truly unshakable. There are days when silence isn't just peaceful, it's powerful. And today is one of them. In this sacred pause between endings and beginnings, the universe is tuned into every vibration, including your words. Every sentence, every whisper, every thought spoken aloud carries energetic weight. This isn't the time for empty chatter or forced conversations. It's a day to honor the stillness and let your silence speak volumes about your presence, your clarity, and your intention. Words are spells, and today they echo louder than you think. Whether it's a quick response, a passing complaint, or a confession, each one is being woven into the energetic blueprint of your path. That's why intentional speech is your protection right now. Speak only when your words are rooted in truth. Let reflection be your default. Let gentleness guide your tone. And when you're unsure what to say, let stillness answer for you. Because in today's energetic climate, what you don't say may protect more than you know. The deepest transformations don't come with noise or applause. They unfold in the quiet moments no one else sees. Sitting with your breath, feeling your emotions instead of running from them, saying a prayer, even if only in your mind. These are the soul-level choices shaping your future. Today, silence isn't avoidance, it's spiritual alignment. And in that silence, something beautiful is happening beneath the surface. Your energy is recalibrating. Your future is being rewritten in whispers. Have you felt it lately? That subtle pressure in the air, like the universe is paying closer attention than usual? It's not paranoia, it's not anxiety, it's the sensation of being seen on a soul level. This is your spiritual audit, a moment in time where your thoughts, actions, and motives are being observed not by others, but by the quiet forces that govern karmic balance. It's not about judgment, it's about alignment. You're not being punished, you're being measured against your own potential. This energy doesn't care how things look from the outside, it cares how they feel on the inside. The real currency right now is integrity, doing what's right when there's no one to impress, no praise to collect. Are you speaking truthfully? Are your intentions clean? Are your choices rooted in fear or in love? These are the questions that matter more than ever. And while no alarm will ring and no scoreboard will flash, your soul knows when you're off path. And this energy? It gently nudges you back. It's humbling to realize that your spirit is always in conversation with the divine, even when the world is silent. So today, move with clarity. Choose honesty over ease. Let kindness guide even the smallest actions, because in this cosmic season of accountability, it's not perfection that's being asked of you, it's authenticity. And when your heart leads and your values hold steady, you'll pass this audit with grace, not because you were flawless, but because you were real. Right now, you're not just living through a moment, you're standing at the edge of a timeline that stretches far into the future. The intentions you set today, even if they feel small or uncertain, are carrying extraordinary weight. Whether it's choosing rest over hustle, drawing a new boundary, finally honoring your self-worth, or deciding to live more honestly, these are not minor choices. They are seeds. And over the next 9 weeks, those seeds will take root in unseen soil, quietly shaping opportunities, relationships, and directions you can't fully predict yet, but will certainly live. Some of these choices may seem ordinary. Drinking more water, saying no without guilt, apologizing when your ego resists, praying in silence, pausing before speaking. These are the acts that rarely get applause, but they build a kind of inner foundation that no storm can shake. This is how legacy begins. Not through grand speeches or dramatic resolutions, but through consistent alignment. The energy you pour into these subtle actions doesn't disappear, it echoes. And in time, those echoes become the architecture of your future self. So take this moment seriously, but not fearfully. You don't need to prove anything or perform for anyone. You only need to ask yourself, what am I planting today that my future self will thank me for? Because whether you see it now or not, the path ahead is being shaped right here, in this stillness, in this sincerity, in your willingness to choose alignment over noise. Your legacy won't come from what you shout. It will rise from what you quietly do again and again in truth. If this message stirred something in your soul, don't ignore it. Comment below, I accept the karmic reset. Like this video to anchor the energy. And subscribe, because more cosmic transmissions are coming. This reset didn't happen to you, it happened for you. To remember, to realign, and to rise.